In early January, we'll be celebrating the Battle of New Orleans, part of the War of 1812. On January 6th, 7th, and 8th, we'll be having events over at the Chalmette Battlefield, as well as the St. Bernard Parish Government Complex, having the Nunez Community College Historical Symposium.
We receive tens and thousands of people every year that come down and visit us because of the Battle of New Orleans. So that's why it's important to us. It's very historical in nature for St. Bernard Parish, and it's who we are in a lot of different ways.
This event really defines St. Bernard Parish and Louisiana and all of us. The War of 1812, if we would have let the British win, they would have controlled the mouth of the Mississippi River. And the mouth of the Mississippi River transports, I mean, we have so much economic growth from that. And imagine we could actually be Britain instead of New Orleans or the United States of America. So it is important, and it's important that our young people realize all these wars, from the War of 1812 to the wars, World War I, II, all these wars play a significant role in our freedom of being a citizen of the United States of America.
We had a living reenactment. It was such a learning experience every year that we go. I learned something different every year. And this battle, the last battle of the War of 1812, was in large part commanded by a future president of the United States, Andrew Jackson. So the history involved here nationwide, and it instilled the confidence in our nation at that point in time in turning back the British here in St. Bernard Parish that allowed us to be who we are as a nation. So we think that it's such a significant battle in our nation's history that people should come who are interested in this historical battle to come visit St. Bernard Parish and get out to the National Park Service and see the monument. You know, the monument is our seal here in St. Bernard Parish government. It's part of our emblem. So it's very important to us. It's something we're very proud of, and every chance we get, we try to toot that horn.
On Friday, that will be the field trip day. There'll be over 2,500 students visiting the Chalmette Battlefield, stepping back in time, experiencing living history, cannon firings, walking through a plantation, and really stepping back and experiencing what it was like during the War of 1812 and the Battle of New Orleans. On Saturday, the Chalmette Battlefield is free and open to the public. There will be complimentary shuttle service. All parking is at the St. Bernard Parish Government Complex. People can come in and enjoy a complimentary hot cup of coffee, wait for the shuttle service, get on the bus and head over to the Chalmette Battlefield to experience living history, cannon firings, and even to see a view of the river and realizing that St. Bernard Parish is truly New Orleans' most historic neighbor. On Sunday, the Chalmette Battlefield and the National Park Service will have their wreath-laying ceremony with the Daughters of the War of 1812. All guests are encouraged to park at the Chalmette Battlefield. There will not be shuttle service. The park will be open that day, but they will only have the wreath-laying ceremony going on, and that begins at 9 o'clock, and it's usually about an hour long.
We need to know history in America and where we were and how we got here, right? We don't want to relive or reinvent the wheel, if you will. The historical significance of that battle in turning back the British in the last battle of the War of 1812. Our country was very immature at that time. This was 1812, 1776, the Declaration of Independence, right? So it's so historical, and it means so much to who we are today, and that perseverance, if you will, at that time. And the historical fact that the commander in that battle, Andrew Jackson, was a future president, to go on to be a president of the United States of America, is very significant, and we're proud to have that as a marquee in St. Bernard Parish.
We get a lot of the school children involved on the field trips. The Chalmette High School ambassadors act as tour guides, so they really get involved. The whole community gets involved. We'll all be flying our War of 1812 flags at all the schools and all the entrances to St. Bernard Parish.
Well, this year in 2017, the National Park Service puts on their reenactment, and you're going to see how life was going on and how these soldiers lived during that time, and how their families were living during that time. So it's a very educational experience for our young and our adults in the United States of America to come visit St. Bernard Parish.
It's important for them to see that this is a part of all of our history, all of American history. So people enjoy coming down and really experiencing what it was like during that time. And this is where the Battle of New Orleans was fought and won.
And we accept them. We have a lot of different things in St. Bernard Parish for these families to do while they're here. We have lectures at our community college. We have a lot of different things for them to go see and to do as a family when they come to St. Bernard.
St. Bernard Parish, you can go stroll down the San Bernardo Scenic Byway. You can eat at one of our local restaurants. You can stop at the Los Isleños Museum and Complex, experience the true settlers, the Los Isleños were the Spaniards that first came and settled in St. Bernard Parish. You can also stop by our state park. And during the summertime, it has a splash pad. That's really fun for the children.
St. Bernard Parish exemplifies what families are in the United States of America. We are a bedroom community in the metropolitan area. So we're just families raising our children and hardworking. So that's what you're going to see when you come to St. Bernard as far as the citizens here. You know, we have some of the most beautiful recreational areas as far as fishing in the world in St. Bernard Parish. You can spend 2 days here in the lower part of our parish in fishing. The Isleños community and how they came from the Canary Islands and came here and settled in St. Bernard Parish is so significant for our citizens that other people from around the nation need to come see the perseverance that that family and that extension of the Canary Islanders are still here in this community and meant so much in the Battle of New Orleans also.
I truly enjoy seeing the school children coming on the field trips, having the park rangers and all the reenactors just go through different scenes and live in history of the Battle of New Orleans, and them seeing all the reenactors dressed in that attire, you know, during that time period. So it's nice for them to see that and experience that.
If people have questions, like more information, what should they do?
They can visit our website at visitstbernard.com or give us a call at 504-278-4242.